Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've had a lot of requests from you guys for a tanning video and I'm here to deliver. So if you guys want to know how I get my perfect at-home tan, keep watching. All right, so key number one, obviously, to getting the perfect at-home tan is using the perfect at-home Tana. And I've used every single tan. I've used a towel, I've used a mousse, I've used a spray, I've used a lotion for like 15 years. And I have found the perfect tanner. Let me tell you about Loving Tan. First of all, it's an Australian-based company, and you know how in Australia they be knowing how to do a tan right. For real though. So one thing that makes Loving Tan really awesome, and it was the first thing that I noticed when I used it, I was like, what a beautiful color. So Loving Tan is an olive-based tan. So you know you see those people out there and you're like, oh gosh, you done got yourself a spray tan because it's a little bit orange. I mean, I've totally been completely Oompa Loompa orange before, so I'm not trying to say like, oh, how dare you, because I've been orange more than all of you watching all together. The other thing that sets Loving Tan apart from everything else is the active ingredient in a tanner is called DHA, so that like is what makes it a tanner. So anything that you're gonna grab off the shelf from like anything from a Walgreens to a Sephora is gonna have like 4 to 6% of that active ingredient DHA in it. Loving Tan has 13, so like, whoa. I like that strong stuff. Another thing that Loving Tan has that a lot of other tanners don't have, there's this really fancy European ingredient that's really expensive. It begins with an E and I'm gonna write it below because I can't pronounce it. This prevents a sunless tanner from building up orange. And this ingredient's left out of a lot of sunless tanners because it's kind of expensive. So this tanner can't even build up orange. Also, another fact about the Loving Tan, it stays on so much longer than a lot of tanners. It says that it can stay up to 10 days. Personally, in my experience, mine stays on for about 7 days, but I really scrub my skin and exercise all the time. Just kidding, I don't exercise, but I do scrub my skin a lot. So Loving Tan has different formulations. A deluxe bronzing mousse, dark and ultra dark. I use the ultra dark. Then they also have, this is so awesome, and this is what I'm gonna show you how to use today. This is the 2-hour express. You can do this tanner literally 2 hours before you have to run out the door to go somewhere, which is such an awesome thing. Because there are so many times that like I don't have time or I don't want to tan the night before or I don't want to get on my sheets or whatever. So I'm gonna show you how awesome this 2-hour deluxe bronzing mousse is. So the first thing that I've already done, because I ain't trying to show you guys exfoliating my nasty skin in the bathtub, is they have these tan removing skin polishing cloths. So you get in the shower, you let your skin soak for a little while, then you take these mitts, you put it on your hand. This side, the black side, is for like deep exfoliation. I always use that side. So you literally take this and you press it as hard as you can press it on your skin and you peel off any type of tan, any type of dead skin, anything that you might have left over on your skin, which even if you don't have sunless tanner left on your skin, you're gonna have some sort of like buildup probably. And you'll see it rolling off of you. I mean, when the first time I used this, I felt like I was taking tanner off from like 1995, for real. Okay, so another awesome thing about Loving Tan, these applicator mitts that you put the tan on with, like OMG. You're gonna get one of these applicator mitts. I definitely recommend that. What you do with these mitts, so one side is kind of stretchy. There's kind of some sort of styrofoam type of thing in here. You're gonna put your hand into this mitt like so. This side is velvet. Black velvet. The way that this applies the tan is just like nothing that I've ever used before. I'm gonna show you now how I apply my tan. All right, so I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna put this mitt on my right hand and I'm gonna take the 2-hour express onto the velvet side of the glove and I'm gonna do 2 pumps. 1, 2. I'm gonna start here, right here on my arm. And I'm gonna rub it in like so. Notice that I'm using these kind of like long strokes, rubbing it in, making sure you don't leave any white spots. So see, this is one teeny tiny layer and you can already see the color. So I'm gonna continue to do this. Again, 2 pumps. and slap it on there. I also do tan under my arms. A lot of people don't tan under their arms, but I don't want white armpits, so. Another thing with loving tan, especially if you want it to dry really fast because you're gonna do a lot of layers, you can do like this. Pat it into your skin. So that's just 2 layers and like, OMG. I'm actually gonna do 3 layers and I'm gonna continue to do the rest of my body. I'm gonna kind of show you a before and after. So this is after about 2.5, maybe 3 coats of the 2-Hour Express Tan. Look at how beautiful that color is. Like, look how awesome that looks. Okay, so I'm gonna do this arm, 2 pumps of the 2-hour and see how I'm doing that? I mean, you really can't apply this tan wrong because it's that good. And I do go onto my hand a little bit like that. Okay, so that's layer number 1. See, just real quick, it dries in 60 seconds. So while I'm talking, okay, another couple pumps. 1, 2. I know it's kind of like hard to see. Trust me, it's hard to do too. I would totally do it on downtown Broadway, on the streets in a swimsuit, if I still looked like I used to look in a swimsuit, but I don't. But like I always say, if you can't tone it, tan it. So it don't even need to be toned at this moment. This is like my only exercise lately. Putting myself tanner on, but obviously I'm out of breath. Okay, so speaks for itself. So this leg is done, this leg is not. I've used 2 coats and I used the applicator mitt. And the legs you really don't have to get perfect, but as you can see, quite a difference. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other leg. All right, so I finished my whole body, and on the leg area, I do that padding method. So if it kind of looks like it's building up or streaking, I'll pat it like this. I do it sometimes on the arms too, but it tends to build up a little bit more for me on the legs because I'm using a lot more product. So just do like that. So last but not least, the face. Now, I'm a little bit different than a lot of people. A lot of people don't like to tan their faces. They'll just use a darker foundation or like they'll bronze their faces up. I prefer to just slap it right on there. So this is the 2-Hour Express, like I said, that I've been using, and I'm gonna wash this one off in about an hour off of my face. So, but like literally. Just going straight on it like this. Now, it's hard to explain what I'm doing right now with this mitt, but see, my fingers like are not at the very end of it. So sometimes I'll like bend that part down and like really get my fingers in there. Like so. I usually only do 1 layer on the face. And if you're kind of scared to do the face in the beginning, then just take what's left over on your mitt after you do like your legs or your arms and put that on the face. So once you've got that 1 layer patted into your face, you're done and you're ready to dry for your 2 hours. So I'm literally gonna wash this off in 2 hours, and it's gonna be the most beautiful bronze glowy goddess ever walking the streets of Nashville tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave below if you have any tanning questions, if you feel like you got weird skin or you've done something wrong. And I'm gonna link the Loving Tan below. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna die over this product. It's so great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't and come back soon.